Fall is right around the corner, and we're celebrating with a major new city event. We'll tell you how to participate.
And some major city news of the economic variety. We'll have the latest developments out of our Southern Grove Jobs Corridor.
And what better way to send off summer than to look back at the memories made at summer camp? The agenda starts now. Welcome to another exciting episode of The Agenda, coming to you this month from the Port St. Lucie Botanical Gardens.
Yes, Ben, a lot of fun things coming this fall and a lot of big announcements all around town to get to.
No time to waste then. Let's take a look ahead.
City leaders know that the need for more mobility options in PSL is a big concern for many of our residents. To help address some of those needs and to encourage carpooling, ride sharing, and access to public transportation, the city teamed up with several transportation agencies to build the new Jobs Express Terminal. This park and ride lot and bus terminal opens officially in September off Gatlin Boulevard, just east of the I-95 interchange, behind Home Depot. It will have 162 free parking spaces and feature electronic vehicle charging stations, opportunities for van pools and carpools, and a stop for local and regional bus services. In fact, plans are in the works for a future connection via I-95 for express bus transportation to West Palm Beach.
While mobility issues are a top priority for the City Council, residents can learn about all of their priorities for the next fiscal year at two upcoming public hearings on the city's budget. The proposed budget includes a millage rate decrease for city property owners for the 6th year in a row. The millage rate is the rate of tax per $1,000 of taxable property value. If adopted as proposed, PSL taxpayers who own a single-family home with a median value of around $244,000 would see a reduction in their PSL property taxes of about $38. But please keep in mind, when looking at your tax bill, the City of Port St. Lucie only controls a portion of it. If another taxing authority, such as the county or school district, increases their tax rate, or if property values increase, residents' overall tax bill still may go up.
If we're talking about budget hearings, you know it's fall in City Hall.
Another way we know it's fall is the abundance of Halloween-themed events on our city recreation calendars. We'll preview these for you next month, but we wanted to let you know early about a new addition this year. We want to give everyone time to start planning their perfect pumpkin creations for a new event called Harvest in the Gardens.
We're calling all artists, artisans, and pumpkin enthusiasts to bring your already carved pumpkin to be a part of the Jack-o'-lantern walk here at the Port St. Lucie Botanical Gardens on Saturday, October 16th. All you have to do is drop your jack-o'-lantern here to participate. They'll light the way on a spooky outdoor trail. The pumpkin lighting begins at 7 p.m. Prizes will be given out for the funniest, scariest, and most creative jack-o'-lantern.
Earlier in the show, we told you about the new park and ride lot that should help address mobility needs.
But the City Council is not stopping there. They're also working on this issue another way. To manage the city's growth and provide more mobility options for residents and visitors, the Council is poised to adopt a mobility plan and fee on new development. The first public hearing on the mobility plan and fee was August 23rd, with the second public hearing and vote on final adoption happening on September 13th.
Currently, city and county road impact fees are charged to developers and builders to mitigate the impacts of new growth, with a primary purpose of adding roadway capacity. Under the new plan, the city's vision is to replace most of the city and county road impact fees with a new combined lower mobility fee. Once again, this fee is paid for by developers and builders on new development, not by residents and property owners.
Mobility fees would provide the City Council greater flexibility to determine when and what type of projects will be built around Port St. Lucie and how quickly they could get done. Mobility fees also provide a greater range of options for the use of funding than the impact fees, such as bike lanes, sidewalks, trails, transit, and roads.
Another big issue we know is of concern to residents is trash and waste pickup.
City officials are working daily with our contractor Waste Pro on strategies to deal with their worker shortages due to the pandemic and other issues causing delays and missed waste pickups. Restoring trash and recycling services with Waste Pro is the top priority for the city. Officials recognize the service is unacceptable and have clearly communicated to Waste Pro that all available resources are to be called in immediately.
To help with some of the problem, Waste Pro has established drop-off locations 6 days a week as an option to use, rather than continuing to wait for service. For more information on these self-serve locations, visit our website. The city is treating this situation with the highest levels of urgency, and we continue to ask for your patience while additional resources and relief are on the way.
If you visited City Hall recently, you may have seen our new sign. On August 17th, the city dedicated the 3-building municipal complex off Port St. Lucie and Eroso Boulevards in honor of former city manager Donald B. Cooper. This dedication was to acknowledge Mr. Cooper's 2 decades of service to Port St. Lucie.
Mr. Cooper was a force of nature who worked with many city councils and many community members to help take our city out of the shadow of the GDC community into the transformative growth that we see today.
With school back in session, we want to thank all of our PSL families who participated in the Parks and Recreation Department's summer camp program this year.
While 2021 hasn't exactly been the easier year we hoped it would be so far, our staff still made sure our campers created some lasting summer memories.
We've been going on field trips every week. We go to the movies. We go to Ravenswood Pool in the community. We've gone to Skate Factory, Urban Air.
And when we're not attending those field trips, we're here doing all sorts of activities.
We usually either do steal the bacon, kickball, dodgeball. Today's field day, so we're doing every group 1, group 2, and group 3 all together. Or we'll do a bunch of arts and crafts.
So the campers are never left doing anything by themselves. They're always with other campers, interacting with campers.
They're learning how to interact with each other. They're learning something new, a new game that they haven't played before. There's always an activity for them to do.
I went to my school for camp last year, and we didn't do a lot of activities. I would say we mostly sat inside and watched movies, but here you get to do a lot more, and it's just fun.
I think this program has grown so much since we were kids. I used to be a camper myself, so I know how much fun these activities are.
They've adapted as time goes, and they really went with the times to make sure the kids are having as much fun as possible, because I feel like that's the main focus of the camp, trying to make these kids have good memories, great times with their friends.
I think just seeing the opportunities that they create for these kids and just seeing the way that these kids have grown. You know, you watch all these kids in the community, they spend their summers at home playing video games, but here they allow them to go to field trips and play games that they wouldn't, and meet kids they wouldn't normally at school.
The kids usually have the same counselors every week, and that's really important for them to be able to gain that connection with the counselors.
Me as a kid, when I was going through camp, I thought summer counselors were the coolest kids ever, the coolest things ever, and I just wanted to be able to try and put that positive impact on another kid's life.
The way you see that child look up to you, it's one of the most important things. It's one of the best feelings that you can have. And that's why we keep coming back. It's fun. We love it.
Whether parents want the counselors to come work or their kids to come to camp, I think it's just a great environment for everybody.
Anyone trying to hope in or thinking about being a camp counselor, go for it. It's a great opportunity. It's a lot of fun, and it's really rewarding.
These kids are the best kids around, and you don't forget your experience here, either as a counselor or as a kid. I have kids that still come up to me in public and tell, Miss Elizabeth, and I'm like, hi. So it's good to see that we're making a difference, and that's what it's really about.
Parents and guardians, please be sure to check our website throughout the year for more camp options during days off school and holidays.
Speaking of schools, did you know Port St. Lucie has a brand new high school? Tradition Preparatory High School opened its doors this fall, giving Port St. Lucie teens new educational opportunities. Vice Mayor Shannon Martin was there to welcome the students and staff.
I'm excited to see your school grow and flourish here in Port St. Lucie, and we know that your students are going to benefit from the innovative, forward-thinking programs that they're going to experience within these very walls.
Well, it's a story we just can't get enough of, and now the heroes are getting even more recognition. The City Council honored more than 70 first responders and city employees for their heroic efforts to save the life of a local construction worker. During an emotional ceremony at the August 9th City Council meeting, some of those involved in the rescue recounted the events of July 2nd as they worked to free a man who was trapped in a 30-foot hole that was filled with water.
Chief Sparrow called me right afterwards and told me how they had done this, and it doesn't get any more dangerous than that. That's up there with bullets flying around, and it was just a tremendous job, and I think the pulling together is what got it done.
Just really can't say enough about. The police officers that came forward and helped out, the folks from utilities and works were just incredible. Everything we asked for, they were right there making happen.
Because of the experience, training, and communication skills of the St. Lucie County Fire District, Martin County Fire Rescue, the Port St. Lucie Police Department, and the Utility Systems and Public Works Departments, this event did not end in a tragedy.
Well, they may not be life-saving, but they certainly could be life-changing for the residents of our city.
We had a number of exciting economic development announcements in August. If you've been wondering what is happening near the Interstate 95 interchange on Midway Road, city leaders are happy to let you know that this area will be the new home for Amazon's first fulfillment center in St. Lucie County. On August 5th, Amazon announced the company will be opening the center and creating more than 500 full-time jobs in the city of Port St. Lucie.
Amazon will also operate a traditional non-sortable fulfillment center and a 1.1 million square foot building to be constructed on 110 acres at Midway Business Park on West Midway Road near the I-95 ramps. Site clearing has already begun and construction is projected to be complete by fall of 2022.
Also in August, Governor Ron DeSantis came to PSL to announce that $3.5 million is being awarded to the city through the Florida Job Growth Grant Fund for infrastructure improvements. This will be used at the Tradition Commerce Park within our Southern Grove Jobs Corridor.
The improvements made at the Commerce Park through this Job Growth Grant Fund will also bring new businesses to the area and yielding a number of jobs, and many of them high-paying jobs.
These funds will create 1,800 jobs and can indirectly create another 4,000 with employment opportunities in information technology, logistics, distribution, and manufacturing.
It's gone faster than I think anybody had anticipated. We're exceptionally fortunate to be partnering with the City of Port St. Lucie.
This grant really helps us go from lines on the paper, the picture, to actual roadway people and businesses can drive on.
The Florida Job Growth Grant Fund is an economic development program designed to promote public infrastructure and workforce training across the state.
This month's Employee Spotlight features the city's communications department. Yes, the same folks who are putting together this very show you are now watching.
Our department won the prestigious National Sharman-Stein Award for Storytelling Changemakers.
The award, presented by Bloomberg Philanthropy's initiative What Works Cities and Results for America, recognizes a city official or team that draws on the power of public communication to cultivate trust and collaboration between local government and residents.
It recognizes cities that use evidence and data to tackle their most pressing challenges. Port St. Lucie's Communications Department is only the third in the nation to win this award.
Well, that'll do it for this episode of The Agenda. Make sure to follow us on your favorite social media platform for constant updates on what's happening in your hometown.
And don't forget to download our 1PSL app to stay connected with City Hall 24/7.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all of our latest video content.
I'm Sarah Prohaska.
And I'm Benjamin Elliott. See you next time.